So in this video we're actually going to look at two things. We're going to look at the potential opening weekend for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And we're also going to look at the movie results at the box office for Quentin Tarantino's previous movies. Now this article from CinemaBlend suggests that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could go on to net between $40 to $60 million at the box office. But it does also suggest that any potential media backlash could hit the results of this movie. So it really depends how this movie is received by the critics and by the media. The media could use this movie as a weapon to attack Quentin Tarantino and criticise him for his beliefs in violence in movies, which they have done a number of times before. But what I also want to do is to have a look at the results of Quentin Tarantino's previous movies. And as you'll see, it really is a rollercoaster of results. So it starts with Reservoir Dogs, which only made $2.8 million at the box office. Now this is on the back of a budget of $1.8 million, but this really did launch Quentin Tarantino's career. But it's really on the back of home sales like VHS and DVD that's really turned this movie into a cult classic. But that's very different to the results of Pulp Fiction. So Pulp Fiction was a real smash at the box office and is considered one of the most successful independent movies of all time, and it actually went on to make $214 million worldwide. But then we go into a downward spiral of Jackie Brown, which only made $39.6 million. Now that's in the US. So if it made the equivalent worldwide, that's still only $80 million. So that's less than half of what Pulp Fiction made at the box office. But then we bounce back with Kill Bill. So Kill Bill, now this is an important note, this is actually Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Those two movies went on to make $332.7 million at the box office worldwide. So very good results, but nowhere near the potential of where the two movies now stand with Quentin Tarantino. But then again, we do enter into another downward spiral of Death Proof. So Death Proof really struggled at the box office and only made $25.3 million and is considered Quentin Tarantino's only real box office failure. But then we shoot right up to $351.5 million and the huge results of Inglourious Basterds, which has really catapulted Quentin Tarantino into a new stratosphere of making real sums of money regularly at the box office. And that was really highlighted by Django Unchained, and that totaled $425.3 million. So this is where some people are suggesting that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could go on to cross $500 million at the box office. But in between that we have Hateful Eight, which only made $152.7 million at the box office. Now the real important thing is this doesn't suggest that these movies aren't great movies, because The Hateful Eight is a great movie, but it really didn't register at the box office like Django Unchained did. But what I want to know is how much do you think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will make? If you think it will cross over that $500 million mark, which I believe it could, I think this movie has the potential to hit over $500 million for Quentin Tarantino. Leave your comments below if you agree or disagree. If you have any thoughts or predictions, leave them in the comments below, and also like and subscribe, because I personally feel this movie does have the potential to cross over $500 million. But the media could play an important role in damaging the future results of this movie, because the critics really love this movie. This movie has excellent critic reviews. But if the media delivers a backlash against Quentin Tarantino and this movie, it could hit at the box office. So again, leave your comments below and also like and subscribe.